Nerd Academy podcast is released weekly at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, available on our website at www.thenerdacademypodcast.com and wherever you listen to podcasts. You can find the Nerd Academy podcast on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. You can also help support the show by going to patreon.com/The Nerd Academy podcast, where every donation allows us to bring you more exciting content every week.
I might have it. Sorry, guys.
We're both vaccinated. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Campus Life Podcast, the show where your favorite nerds sit down and riff a little. We are coming to you on a snowy April 21st because climate change isn't real.
No, it ain't real, Mike.
It ain't real. I got plenty of stories about those type of people, but it is not just myself and Mike. We also got the consular, everyone's favorite Sokovian witch. We got Lexi Capel.
Hey, guess what? Oh!
I actually wasn't expecting that. That was a genuine recoil and surprise.
Hell yeah.
We are also joined by one Travis Grossman.
Who? Where?
You know,
He's really starting to do the Jon Snow thing, and I love it. Like, it's looking
I was
more like...
I was gonna say that, and then I forgot because you started saying insane shit before the show that we're not going to repeat because Jesus Christ. But like before I let Travis into the stream, it looked like he was cuddling a very large plushie, and I forgot that that's just what his microphone looks like.
Oh, I thought that was a globe.
No, that's
No, this is my
ball
microphone.
mics.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
And we are joined.
Okay.
Sorry, Travis. No, say
I
what
have
you were
like
saying.
actual Infinity War Bucky hair now. Like it's long enough to rest on my shoulders.
Got that white wolf.
Who the hell's Bucky?
And we are joined by one speedy delivery streamer. We got Levi Baum.
Speedy delivery. Hello,
Mr. McFeely. Yeah.
Mr. McFeely. Yeah. If you know, you know. If you don't,
I'm sorry your childhood sucked.
yeah.
I don't think I know the background. I can ask now.
Mr. Rogers.
Have you ever watched
Oh, I
Mr.
thought-
Rogers' Neighborhood?
Oh, I thought you were making like a reference to like something real. Never mind.
I'm trying to like.
The vibe got a little somber there. You have to admit.
Yeah.
It got like, I was like, I'm sorry you had a bad childhood. I'm like,
No, I just meant like.
y'all killing the vibe, man. Why?
I'm also trying to just figure out a way that I can just have the microphone strategically placed for you.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. So I don't scream.
One of these days, once we have set number 2 set up in here, I'm going to make sure that is run exclusively with lapel mics so that you can't escape the microphone anymore. But any hoozles. We're back. Campus Life is back. And assuming there are no hiccups with the schedule as it has been finally reestablished, Campus Life is actually back to regularly uploading again. So back on the normal timetable. Every other Thursday will be Campus Life. And then Thursday opposite that will be Movie Club. But with that, Travis, I'm going to pitch to you first, buddy. How was your week? That didn't work.
I got. Oh wait, hold on.
Why does it look like that?
I don't know. I was trying to. I need to talk to like Pete from Around the Galaxy, who's way better at like doing the.
Oh, just
the
are you
stream
trying to make
notes.
mine the big thing?
I can make you entire screen. I don't know how to
Well,
make you the biggest.
There it is. Yeah.
Well,
Is he
this
now
is
the
weird.
biggest?
I can't see you guys, so this is weird.
Oh, you can't see us at all.
No, I can't.
I can't.
Okay, well, I'll go back to this.
Okay.
Anyway.
I got a lot of things the past couple of weeks, namely this.
Battery's already dying.
Yay!
Hey!
First shot's done. Second one is the first week of May. That day, God said, "You're getting vaccinated today, boy," because I finally found an appointment online like locally. And then I was at work, so I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be late tomorrow. I'm going to get my shot at 2:00. Finally getting my vaccination, whatever. And because Walmart was giving out the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, they've had to switch. So all of our shipments have been Pfizer. So they have to call people that have made appointments and say, hey, you can't get the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. You have to get Pfizer. Is that okay? And a lot of them, because they wanted one shot, are saying, no, just cancel my appointment. So they're making last calls at the end of the day. Most days now, Walmart, like, hey, walk up and get your vaccination today. And that day I got the appointment, I heard that, and me and my coworker went up, and then I canceled my appointment at the other place. But I got my shot on the clock, so I got paid to get vaccinated. You'll have to see it.
Yes.
Knows how to work the system. Yeah.
I
Well,
think that's like the
dude.
Pokemon style evolution of pooping on company time.
I'll take
I
it.
love pooping. I love. It's fun. Yeah.
Boss makes $1, well, I make like a half a dime. Times a dime. I also did some clearance shopping with Lexi before she went back up to school. And thanks to her procured this lovely winter jacket that's hanging on my door that I won't wear for 8 months. But it was a
great
$100
time
jacket.
today.
It was a $100 jacket, and I got it for 25 or 20.
It was 20.
And it's
Still not as
Me-
impressive. That's still not as impressive as when you basically stole a jacket from Hot Topic, but
I got it for like, what, 25 cents?
25 cents was originally like upwards of $160.
I think it was around 90.
90? I was definitely in the hundreds. Like originally. Like when it first
Either
dropped.
way, I spent 25 cents.
And then today, our local GameStop is going out of business. May ye rest in peace.
Oh, I didn't know.
You know what? I'm not gonna miss it.
I don't shop like, dude, Walmart. I think it's because, honestly, like between people buying online, which I do a lot now, and Walmart selling games at lower than MSRP, I think they were trying to drive GameStop out of business.
Good. I hate GameStop.
But-
It's a crock.
But like, I could get games $10 under MSRP plus my discount at Walmart, so I had no reason to shop there. But I went in today because everything's on clearance, right? And I'm looking around, and they have like, you know, like the clothing and toys and stuff. And I'm like, maybe they'll have like some figures to get, maybe for the set for my room, whatever. The only thing I really found was these SpongeBob socks that I got for Lexi.
Oh, that's cute.
And
Thanks.
I'm looking around, and I'm like, okay, I think this is all. This is all I need. And I go up to the counter, and the dude's like, "Can I help you with anything else?" I'm like, I'm just gonna get these socks, whatever. I put them on the counter, look up, and behind him, I see an item on the shelf behind the counter. There's 2 of them. Rip.
Behind
The
the
dead
counter,
Jim.
we died.
Yeah, it was the dead bodies of Jarod and Mike. Those are the 2 items.
Hanging on the wall.
Run, Luke, run.
And I shouldn't have even entertained the idea, but I asked him like, "Hey man, how much is that?" And I was like, "If it's anything over like 50, I'm not going to do it. There's no
Yeah.
point." And he's like, "I think they're like 55," and he double checked, like they're like 52. It was like 52.99. I was like, "Son of a bitch." And that's why now I own an Assassin's Creed Valhalla Hidden Blade.
Hell yeah! Woo! Now, is it like real or is it like?
Thank
I mean-
for making me not feel stupid for asking.
Yeah, like I don't. Yeah.
Bless
No.
you, Mike. It's
You
okay.
both are dumb.
I love it.
Obviously.
Yeah, before we started, Jared's like, "So how sharp is it?" And I'm like, "You think
It's
they sold
from
me a real
GameStop.
knife?"
I mean, medieval
I would-
times, you could buy a sword there.
Yeah, but it's
Right?
not sharpened.
Ye old
Oh,
GameStop.
well, like yeah, yield game, yeah. But
Yeah,
it's so it's
I
like
would go as far as a metal blade that you could sharpen theoretically, right?
so. Can you sharpen
And-
this blade then?
No, because it's plastic.
Oh. Well,
the-
you can
the
always. You
entire-
can always.
The blade and gold mechanism, right? Like the actual hidden blade portion is all plastic. And then the gauntlet part is it's like a nice heavy faux leather. Like it actually is well made. You know. But it also is like the entirety of my forearm. Like
Yeah.
if I put it on my wrist, it comes down to like here. So
you need to wear something long sleeved to conceal it or whatever. Or I can't remember. Is this a concealed weapon in Assassin's Creed, or is it like a public, like open thing?
It's supposed to be a concealed weapon. They do a terrible job of concealing it. But in Valhalla specifically, when they give it, because Eivor is not an assassin, it's like an assassin gives it to him, and he puts it on, and they're like, "Oh, you're wearing it upside down." And he's like, "Why would I hide this? This is cool as shit."
Yeah.
And also, it's so that he doesn't cut his finger off because they hadn't fixed it yet. But
his angle's so weird, but it's all he can do.
Got the weird angle fixed. Then when I cut off the
That's what I'm trying to do. Fix my weird ankle.
So I bought an Assassin's Creed Hidden Blade. I had it sitting up on top of the Mario lift. So I think that's where I'm going to put it after this for my stream. I can't think of anything else.
Do you have an interesting breakfast, perhaps?
No, I kind of skipped breakfast today. I went straight to having burgers for lunch.
Burgers from where?
He made them.
My kitchen.
Nice.
I haven't had a burger in a while. Now I'm craving one.
You're welcome.
Maybe
If I pay you next Wednesday, can I treat you like a restaurant and get food from you?
Probably, yeah.
Cool, because I'm not really allowed to be in school on Wednesdays for these next few weeks.
Hold on.
Why?
Why? It is because we are doing PSSAs this year, and there are some really, really strict laws regarding the PSSAs.
I thought they got rid of the PSSAs.
They are back, baby.
Okay.
And
I didn't know they got rid of them.
I thought they flipped them with the keystones.
No,
they tested the keystones on like my grade, and then by the time we graduated, the PSAs were out and the keystones were in. Also, we also have pepperoni rolls.
Oh, cool.
Levi.
Yeah, I'll get some rules for you, from you rather. So, yeah, some really weird laws and rules about the PSSAs. So yeah, I am not allowed to be proctoring. I'm not even allowed to act as a hall monitor and escort people to the restroom because I am not employed by the school at which I am student teaching. Substitutes, the school substitutes, like they can't proctor for any amount of time. So they can't relieve proctors so that they can go to the restrooms. So I would just be in the teacher's lounge all day. And in addition, after the PSSAs, all they're doing is watching a movie. So there is no point in me going to school. So as I speak right now, I'm just doing grades. I'm grading what the few students who actually do work have turned in. And I'll be doing that until, I don't know when, might even hit up some of their parents via Google Calls, which is a neat little tool. It sends text messages instead of emails with a private Google phone number. So, yeah, I'll be doing that. And then maybe if I have time, I'll stream.
Yeah, so you picked up streaming now too. I was in there last night a little bit.
Yeah, you were. There was a third person aside from myself and my brother for a long time. But they never typed. They never responded to what I was saying. Don't know who it was. So,
Someone left it on for their dog, and their dog is going to become very good at League of Legends.
Maybe.
Mysterious golden pill dog.
That was
Yeah.
in dog. That was that was a dog saying like a racial slur in a video game lobby. Yeah.
So, yeah, I stream League of Legends now. I do it because I think it's funny, because I'm in bronze, yet I'm streaming. And it's titled Best Bronze NA. So if you want to check in and see the pro strats that are meta in bronze, then you're able to hit me up. I will. Well, you know what? Maybe you can't, because I'm not sure I'm even going to provide the link at this point in time. I don't have a set schedule in place. That is the biggest issue. So yeah, I just stream when I'm able to. Mr. McFeely, twitch.tv/Mr_McFeely, all lowercase. That little underscore in between Mr. and McFeely. It is a Mr. Rogers Neighborhood reference, in case you don't know. Like a lot of people who play League.
That's depressing.
And-
That's actually really depressing.
Wasn't it like a national? Like, it was on PBS. So like,
Yeah, it was
everybody-
nationally syndicated.
Yeah.
We just
Yeah.
don't hear the end of it in Latrobe because he came
Yeah.
from here. But
And because they replaced it with Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood, which teaches little kids how to be brats instead of good manners and things about life.
I've never watched Daniel Tiger's thing.
it's not too bad.
No.
It's cute.
No.
Is it like Caillou?
No, he's not Caillou bad. He's not the fucking
Dude.
Antichrist.
For half it. All right, so you know the cat from the old Land of Make Believe,
Yeah.
Henrietta Pussycat. She has a daughter. I forget her name. But in one of these episodes, or in a couple of the episodes, whenever something doesn't go her way, she just goes meow meow mad.
Meow meow.
All
meow.
episode. Yeah,
I'm gonna
and
start saying that now.
the what little children are supposed to take away from it is that you're not supposed to do that, and instead you should like take a deep breath or count to 10 or whatever to calm yourself down. But little kids don't pay attention enough, and so they just pick up, oh well, I don't get exactly what I want on any certain day, so I'm just going to go meow meow mad all freaking day. And that's what my niece did for 6 months. Whenever something didn't happen, she would just go meow meow mad and then take a
Damn.
temper tantrum all day. I hate Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood.
Professor Baum has seen the effects of this poisonous television firsthand. Just an audio clip of yeah. That sucks.
Bring back
From
Mr.
the-
Rogers. Bring back that grandfather figure with all of the nice people from the neighborhood.
Won't you
Bring it
be
back.
my neighbor?
I concur. I wonder why it isn't on air anymore. It might be a weird rights thing, even though it's PBS, which already makes it more confusing if that's the
No,
case.
I think it's
but-
just because it's old and
So old.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Imagine like his rules on like iPhones. You know, like when's it impolite to be on your iPhone with someone else? You know, like now children, okay. Like, you know, like, what would he say? Like what would his little thing about like modern stuff be? Like, don't hash like what is
I want like
What
I want
did he
I want a
talk about?
Mr. Rogers segment about like online
WAP?
like not about WAP, but like online media literacy. Like, you know, something about like now you can't trust everything you see on the internet, kids.
He, like,
You
looks
see
up-
this?
More than
This
just the
claims-
headline.
He looks
Read
up
more
Drudge
than
Report.
just- yeah, Drudge Report starts talking about like, you see, these guys are claiming that the people who help run the country are drinking the blood of babies. That doesn't sound very intelligent, now does it? You know,
that's just what they want you to think, though. Art of War,
Yeah.
you do what they don't expect.
Yeah.
yeah, Mr. Rogers is the one who discovered the powers of adrenochrome.
He was behind the pizza.
Yeah. Mr. Rogers ran and owned Comet Pizza. Oh, God.
So,
Okay.
yeah, my name on YouTube, not on YouTube, on Twitch and on League of Legends is Mr. McFeely. I do that so that in all chat I can say speedy delivery. Then I either get first blood or I give first blood, but it'll be speedy. It'll be fast.
There's always a quick delivery, regardless.
Yep. Yes.
Eat your heart out, Amazon.
Question.
So, not quite a question, more so a comment. I have to pee again, so I'm gonna go do that.
Okay.
I'll be
You have
back.
to jump. If you have to dump the chamber pot, make sure it's got a TNAP logo on it, please. TNAP. Is that a fart?
No, I think that was the sound of the chair moving.
Oh, it sounded like a fart.
No, because if it was on Travis's side, it would have come through a lot clearer. We wouldn't have heard it at all on Levi's side. Neither of us farted, and Lexi killed her mic. So someone's chair creaked.
It's probably mine. I have an old chair.
Yeah. Yeah, well, moving right along, where we can just keep riffing, because here's my strategy now. Because the camera died, and because of the current setup, I can't plug my phone in as the camera anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, I don't want to start unplugging the capture card, which is plugged into the monitor, which that coming loose is what caused the chaos that made us have to do nights as a two-parter a couple weeks ago.
Did we ever figure out that thing where it just went quiet after like 30 minutes?
Yes, we did figure that out.
Okay, good.
We did figure that out. It was because Pro Tools, for whatever reason, would keep shutting itself off. But that is not an issue because we don't.
Across from my door. Like in my
doors actually hit each other a lot.
Yeah.
You wash hands and everything.
Did you wash your hand? Good, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I want to talk about this literal Satan figure that I saw at my job.
You mean like how your own custodian doesn't even wash his fucking hands at your job? Sorry, that was at my job. I was
gonna say, I don't know that they don't. This is okay. Two separate stories, both involving the men's like back restroom at my Walmart.
I like that bat. Oh, the back one. I like the front one. That I feel safe in there.
I don't.
No.
I feel
the front
safer
one
in
is
the
always
back one.
gross.
Yeah.
The front one's gross. The back one I feel like not safe, but that's where all the employees go. So I know I'm gonna like it's like a party in there, you know?
Yeah.
That's where you go to hide to burn like 5 minutes.
I like what you know, you're broken like me. I can be broken with you. Yeah.
One of our maintenance guys mutters to himself a lot.
Yeah. Yes, that's what I do.
But like he'll be walking down, he'll be talking like this really low to himself and like saying things, blah, 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 and he's pushing his car or whatever. And like you can't really hear him, so it's not like that weird, you know?
Yeah.
And he's an older guy, so like he's always. I just try to avoid him, right?
Yeah.
I walk into the bathroom the other day because, like, little known fact, you can go into a Walmart bathroom that they're cleaning, like they'll let you go in. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Still will never.
I mean, I do because I like when I'm on the clock, I go in, you know, because I'm like, well, I have to pee, so
yeah. No, just do like Amazon does, piss in a bottle.
I've threatened that before.
Did they really make them? Wow, I believe.
Yeah, Amazon's
anyway.
a death camp. Amazon's a death camp.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I go in, and Bill is talking into the mirror, full volume, like this. Ready? See, the problem is, like hand motions and everything. Sees me out of the corner of his eye come in and stops cold. He goes, now see, the problem is I thought I was going to die. I thought this man was about to murder me.
The score from Joker just starts playing over the loudspeaker.
He's so
yeah. So
around.
yeah.
I immediately I peed, left, went to the back, and went, guys, the scariest thing just happened to me.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
That is remarkable.
The other thing, and I tweeted about this the other day. I think, Levi, you said that 50% of people don't wash their hands or whatever.
Yep, 7 in 10 answered a poll saying they do not wash their hands.
What?
That's
I thought. What? I thought we figured that out by now. I guess. Damn.
right.
The
So
custodian at my work doesn't wash his hands. He doesn't wash. It's beautiful.
That is just
funny.
that is just a metaphor for America.
Yeah.
The custodian that doesn't wash his hands. that is just allegory.
But I don't know how because the way the bathroom is set up, there's the sinks, the mirror, the doors over here, and you have to kind of walk around to the door, right? The number of people that will and I'm washing my hands, I see them they're done using the facility, they walk around, there are 2 open sinks. It's not like nobody's there and they're in a rush, right? 2 open sinks will just walk around, look into the mirror, lock eyes with me, and then walk out of the bathroom. That is some kind of charisma I will never understand. Of I'm gonna look at you, I'm gonna confirm with you that I'm making an active choice to not be hygienic.
Just glares
And it's happened since I've made that tweet, it's happened 3 more times.
Damn.
You know what I'm
Beautiful.
waiting for? I want to know how long it's going to take for hand washing to become a partisan issue like masks. I'm waiting. At this point, I am so convinced by the shit I've heard now that my work is back to normal hours. I am so convinced that the day is going to come where we're going to hear some dumb country bumpkin hillbilly dipshit start talking about oh, I'm not a sheep. They be putting aborted fetuses in the dial soap. You can't trust the government. I'm not a sheep. Big hand soap's out to get you.
I'll tell you what, they're putting that fluoride in the water. It's going to erode your hands. And then all hard work will be gone. They'll be replaced with robots. All construction, robots. No one will ever do a hard day of work again in America, and that's the death of America.
Hot take.
I just think that we should have more public discourse about hand washing.
Levi, hot take.
I can't
Levi
wait.
has a hot.
We need a robot takeover.
What? Then we're
Yeah.
gonna need to have the Butlerian jihad to put a stop to it.
No, shut up. No.
Mother.
That's
No.
from Dune.
Okay.
No,
Oh, that's
we
right.
need
Yeah.
we need robots to take over every part of work.
Well, then how do we work then? Do we just
We
work
don't.
on the robots?
We don't.
If
Then
we
we'll just
don't
become
need,
like the robots. That's the problem with iPhones.
No.
We're all becoming like the iPhones
Okay.
and all
no,
this
no,
technology.
no.
Man's not
If,
hot.
nope. If we don't need to work, if we don't need to worry about making money to survive, then we can start living. And when we start living, that the creative juices start flowing, we can achieve something greater.
What, become the Kardashians?
I couldn't agree with you more, comrade.
No, create art.
We already do. Art
No,
is born
the
of
people,
pain.
No, the people who have time to take a brush and paint create art.
Yeah, okay, Mr. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, once all the work is done, then we can achieve. I don't know. Well, I hear what you're saying, but I disagree. I think it's all a whole. But what goals do or what you say the creative energies will be freed because of our non-need to work? Then, you think?
Yeah, we have more time to just think instead of
exist.
I disagree though.
Do
you gotta keep the pistons oiled, you know. And
you can keep them oiled by doing the things you'd rather be doing, and you will have a more fruitful life if you're not breaking your back every day. It makes so much more sense.
I gotta be honest. A lot of my creative flow comes from how I think of different ways to spite Walmart corporate.
Well, that's fine.
Right?
If you want to put yourself in an environment that makes you not be happy, then that can be
I'm
your
making a
choice,
joke.
and you can join the robots.
I mean,
But-
I'm making a joke. I'll gladly fucking let robots take over.
Like if you want to do nothing, you go ahead, waste your life away in this environment. But if you want to do something, then you actually have the opportunity to do whatever you want.
Who the hell knows
The
what
only-
any of us want? Happiness is short for happenstance. It just happens. Then it's gone. To search for happiness is to search for a purple goldfish on Mars. It's not there, man.
The happiness comes from the search, though, for most people.
That's what I mean. And the search
Mhm.
is the work. The work and the play
certainly
all
not-
give meaning to each other.
Hey,
I'm not
Travis, how
looking
many
for-
purple fish on Mars are you finding at Walmart?
Yeah, like I'm telling, like
Goldfish.
the work I'm doing is not making me happy.
I can tell you there's
But it's
a.
only temporary. It's only temporary. And then
Not
we
for
move
many.
to something else or we die. But either way, it's temporary.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Got to do something before you die.
Right. But what is this something, though?
I
to be
need you to know
creative?
that
That's
I
the
have never
journey.
agreed with
That's the
Levi more on
journey.
something.
But, like,
Dude, I can start making electro music if I only had time.
Really?
wait,
Yeah.
Yes,
you
but
probably
doesn't
have
to
time
use,
if you didn't stream.
So don't do the one of the few things you enjoy doing. Why? So you can spend more time
Doing something else you enjoy more.
He doesn't. The point
But
he's
I'm
making
not
is
able to.
You can create it. It's not that we don't have time, it's just that we misuse it.
No, I need to spend most of my time going to school wasting money so that I can go teach at a school so I can make money so I don't die on the streets. And I need more time than what I have to stream to learn how to do electro. Like if robots took over all of the labor, then I could go to school for whatever the hell I want, including music theory, which I need in order to make good electro music. I don't know music theory.
Hmm.
I know how to swing an eighth note. That's not the same.
You know, it's 8, 16. Yeah. Okay, you can swing an eighth
Get
note. That's
get some samples from Mike, and you'll be golden.
yeah, right. Hey, fun fact.
That's an interesting point, though. But I believe if you make if you say this, they said to me, if you pretend like if you dream it and then you imagine that, like, oh, if nothing was holding you back, what would you go for? And that was the thing. That still is the thing that you should go for, even if it's holding, if you're being held back from it. I think.
Yeah. Well, I'm in a
But-
position where eventually I could be able to do what I want, but a lot of people aren't in that position.
Here's a dog shit camera
Absolutely.
angle.
Yeah. Oh, there we
Yeah,
go.
dog.
There we are.
Shit camera.
Dog shit camera.
You
dog
back?
Shit. Yeah, we're back. But
Ish.
yeah, that's interesting. I
I'm
didn't
gonna
know you were
switch
into
back.
electro music.
I'm gonna switch back to the good cam.
Yeah, all of
whenever it's
my
our turns.
whenever I stream, I put on Rat-a-Tat's playlist and shuffle it. Yeah,
Cool.
Rat-a-Tat's good. If you're interested in electro, I would recommend listening to some of them.
I recognize one of the
Rat-a-tat.
songs from a Binging with Babbers.
Oh, yeah?
video.
Which
Yeah,
one?
He used some of it. He used it in a few of the ba-bow, ba-bow, bow. Ba-bow, ba-bow, bow. That one. I don't know the name of
When
it.
is-
I think he used it in some of his
Cream on
older
Chrome.
videos.
That's Cream on Chrome.
When is Rat-a-tat from?
They're from a lot of time. So let me look. Rat-a-tat.
Like-
You blew my mind. What do you mean? When is Rat-a-Tat from? What the shit?
Like what time period?
They
Like
started in
2000s?
2001 and they're still going.
Oh wow. Okay.
So they released one of my favorite electro albums. They released Magnifique
Oh.
in
finished word.
2015.
party in France. You don't leave.
Okay, so it's not that recent, but recent for them.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Magnifique. That's where Cream on Chrome is from. It was 2015.
Have
So-
Yeah,
they
that sounds
like?
about right.
How have they evolved over time? Did they start out like with one sound and like kind of move to something else, or has it been kind of consistent?
You can actually. I don't know how I can describe it, but you can tell a difference. Like their albums have distinct sounds or overarching
over time.
themes. Yeah, but I couldn't tell you in words.
Rat-a-tat.
So
I'll have to remember that.
That's the link to Cream on Chrome. That's probably their most well-known song. If you put all the people together, that's the one most people probably know.
Interesting. I know you've talked about them before to me, so I definitely recognize the name. With that, Levi and Travis, you guys have both gone then?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Yes.
Do either of you have anything else before we pitch to Alexis?
I went to Peking
Negatory.
Garden on Saturday. That was fun.
What'd you say?
I went to Peking Garden on Saturday.
Yes. Yeah, it was my first time there. It was very, very good food.
Mm-hmm.
What did you get?
Very
the spicy chicken burrito. What was it? The chicken.
He got
With
General
what?
Tso's.
General Tso's.
I got General So, and then I got a spicy tuna roll for the sushi.
Yeah, he went in saying, you know what? I think I'm gonna get the lo mein. Then that
Yeah.
switched to the most basic Asian dish you could possibly get, General Tso's chicken.
I went with what I knew. I was at
That's
a
fine.
new place. I went
Well,
as
why didn't you get the wings then?
And so he never lived what he did not know.
when I go to a new place and I see something that I'm familiar with.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I want to try your version of this, build up trust, and then the next time I'm there, I get a little bit more adventurous. I'm also not very big into Asian cuisine.
Well, yeah, sometimes you just got to eat that beef tartare.
Sorry you
Words
weren't
to
able
live
to
by.
make it, Lexi.
It's okay. Next time, I'll be home in a
Good.
couple weeks.
Good.
We
can go again.
must hit up the garden.
We all have
It's really
to do
good.
it.
I've been there a few times.
The food is no longer pink. Food's no longer pink, I believe. I mean, haven't you heard about, like, they're really bad, like, known for, like, having, like, pink crap in their food,
I never heard that.
No one's ever heard that?
I've
No?
never heard that about
A
that.
friend of mine told me, and I'm
establishment.
just like, I don't care. I just said, like, I don't give a shit.
Where at
That's
Asian
good.
places?
No, at Peking Garden specifically.
Oh,
Because
Good.
don't they also own, like, that family also own New City Buffet? I think they do.
There's
That would
another-
be-
sure.
I've never heard that. That would be a very strange decision having both 2 feet away from each
But
other.
that just makes it more funny, I think.
But
Like,
it's a different crowd.
yeah.
They attract
It
different
is.
crowds.
Like, I'd say
actually
New
smart.
City is for older people who want old country, but, like, Peking is for, I don't know, I guess everybody else.
That's incorrect.
You don't think?
New City
it's the
Buffet
opposite?
is a buffet meant for larger groups who can be a little more rowdy, rambunctious. It's also cheaper. Peking Garden, that's reserved for the prudes who are like, oh, sushi and like tea.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. But a lot of the times I see really old people at New City Buffet.
Yeah. Lexi, what were you
That
going to
makes
say?
sense.
So there's Peking Garden or Peking. That's the one by Big Lots?
No, it's by
That is
Chick-fil-A.
Great Wall that you're thinking
That's
of.
Great Wall. The one
Yeah.
that you're thinking of is in Greensburg.
It's by Chick-fil-A. By
In the
Yeah.
Green Gate Plaza.
And
By
then that's
the-
over
yeah.
by the buffet. Okay. So yeah, that's the one I've been to. I
Yeah.
used to go with the Corneliuses a lot.
Ah.
Those are fun
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. Been a while.
Yeah.
But is it my turn?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And take as long as you want while I give the good camera time to charge.
That's fine. Let me think. Hold on. I gotta take one of these out because they're like noise canceling. Makes it sound weird in my
Mhm.
head.
I only ever wear
First
one.
things first. I have about 12 days left till I'm done with this semester.
Woo
Yeah, I mean, I'm not graduating yet. I'm graduating next fall because I'm a little bit behind, as I've mentioned, I think, before.
Have fun with it
But-
while it lasts.
It's
The
exactly
pandemic
because
might end it all. You know, it's your glory days, and then boom, you gotta leave, and
exactly.
it's like.
But we're going back to in-person classes in the fall. I'm in state college at the moment, but I still have all online classes. I came up here because I still had my dorm room and I was still paying for it. I didn't come back because there's roommate drama.
Ooh,
I'm not getting into
there's something going on.
but
Like Pat Benatar.
yeah. Yeah, so tensions are high.
World War III is imminent.
Yeah. Just I don't even know where to begin with that, so I might glaze over it. But
No, tell us. No, don't.
I'm just not sure how much I can tell you. Especially since these balls are thin.
Oh,
But
eggshells.
You better hope to Christ nobody ever goes poking. It's like Lexi mentioned she's on a podcast, right? I'm not going crazy.
nobody cares.
No,
No.
I don't know. One of these individuals absolutely strikes me as the type of person whom would go digging to see if there was shit being talked on the interwebs. I'd 100% put money on that.
It's just
rat
a lot
bastard.
of stuff with like not taking out garbage, not cleaning this like dishes, not whatever. So I'm living with two guys and then my friend who's a girl because we're having this is a gender neutral apartment.
Oh wow! Yes.
And the one guy, not that it matters, but he's gay, and the other guy is straight and has a girlfriend. And then there's me and Kira. The gay guy is like obsessed with the other guy. But they're really good friends, but he's like creepily obsessed with him, and it's getting really annoying. And it's been like that since I've known them my freshman year. It's been going on 4 years of this. It's because like he knows he has no chance, but he still like pushes hard, And he every time the one kid's gone, he has to talk about him to us. Oh, B is going here, B is going there. B's girlfriend and I are like so close. We're like best friends and constantly talking about him. And I know it doesn't sound that bad, but like next time I see you guys, I'm going to tell you all of it. But I just don't know how much I can say on here.
Can I give one?
Yeah.
My favorite is this is one of the telling ones is because the straight one goes home on most weekends. He comes back and he'll be like, yeah, I'll be back around like 7:30, and it'll be like 7:32, and the other one's like, he said 7:30 and he's not. I wonder what's wrong. He's not back yet.
Yeah, it's that type of crap.
7:30, and then he'll text them and like, I texted him but he didn't answer, so I'm gonna call now. And it's like 7:34, and like I texted him, but he didn't answer. Maybe he's driving back.
Yeah,
and hit a couple red lights.
It's stuff like that, and this has been happening. This has been happening for 4 years. He's like, well, everybody makes fun of them and makes fun of him to his face. Like, oh, you're obsessed with B. I'm calling him B because his first name starts with B.
Bjork. Yeah.
Yes, it's Bjork.
He's obsessed with B. So he's like, or like I said, we make fun of it. So it's like, oh yeah, like you're still in love with B, aren't you? And he's like, no, we're like brothers. We're like brothers. That type of stuff.
Closer.
And it's just like, yeah. And I remember one time my like sophomore year, because the one the gay kid. I don't want to give out names. I'm trying not to like say names. His name starts with R, so I'll call him R, and the other one is B.
Yeah,
so
right.
R yelled at me once because
Rhythm and blues. Sorry, continue.
It's okay. So R calls B B, like his nickname is B anyway.
Oh, wow.
I remember one year I got yelled at by R for calling B B because he's like, only I call him that. Yep. Only I call him that. And I was like, okay. And
that's fun. That's so much fun.
It's so annoying. And he messaged me because B is going to be graduating soon, like this month, and he's going off to grad school in Pittsburgh, right, for pharmacy stuff.
Oh, yeah, my grandfather was a pharmacist.
It's great. Like, I'm so happy for him, whatever. But I get a message during our holiday break from R, so upset because he's like, I don't know what I'm going to do without him. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not going to be able to see him. We're so close. Like, just like crying to me about him. He's like, I'm going to try to message him every day and blah, blah, blah. And I said, R, you can't. Like, I don't do that with my friends. Like, I don't creepily, like, stalk them like that. I said, you need to let go. You need to stop putting him on such a pedestal. You're not dating. He's your friend.
Yeah.
And he basically like waved his hand at me because he didn't want to hear it. Especially the part where I said you're not dating. Because he denies that he's still in love with them, but obviously he's obsessed because he has told me before that it's hard to stop loving someone, even though he's never loved him. You know what I mean? It's just
never
it's
had
really
it
weird.
back.
Yeah, but like I get that, but at the same time, you're living together and like you're just making it weird for everybody in this situation because I have to watch this happen and we have to watch this happen. And I'm usually straightforward with him. I was like, you need to just stop. Like, if you want to be his friend, great, but you need to stop. And he got mad at me. And the next day, he posted all over his Snapchat story pictures of him and B.
People still use Snapchat?
And had the caption of whoever thinks that Braden. Oh, I said Braden. Whoever thinks B and Bjork, Braden and I are more than friends. They can go fuck themselves.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, going right out there.
It was about me. Like it was the day. It was like that night into daytime.
Fucking kids are so passive aggressive. Like Jesus.
Exactly. He's
like,
really passive aggressive all the time.
Man.
And he's very entitled. Yeah. He's really spoiled. His family has a lot of money. Blah blah blah.
Lucky bastard. I would. Yeah. That's where it starts. It's all about money.
Yeah.
And he's constantly
they
like
can go on vacation every year. They don't have to wait.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, and so he posted that, and I sent him a thumbs up emoji, right? Because I knew it was about me. Like I knew it was about me. And he messaged our other roommate, Kira, and was like, Lexi needs to calm down. It wasn't about her. Like he blew up over it. And I was like, well, then obviously it was about me if you blew up over it. Like, you wouldn't be acting like that if it wasn't about me. And so I removed him. I didn't block him, but I removed him from Snapchat, right? And that pissed him off. And I didn't speak to him for months. That's why I didn't come back up to State College. That's why I was home, because there was a lot of drama happening here, and I didn't want to deal with it. Plus, I had my new cats, and then, like, you guys and Travis, I was right there. But my mom was like, you have like a few weeks left, just go up, Kira misses you, like just go up there, whatever. They're not here, right? Like R and Braden aren't here right now. so I can talk about it. But
I have.
Can we call R Ramses? Because it sounds cool
Ramses.
as a pseudonym.
I got
Get back
about
in-
16 hours before this has to be posted. I might try to figure out if I can bleep out the name, just for sport, just for editing
Did you
sport.
figure out when it happened? That'd make it easier.
I'll have to watch back through. I can guesstimate where.
I didn't mean to
Roughly 40.
say it, but like it doesn't really matter.
I
you
know it
It's
doesn't.
alright.
Just start at like 45 minutes and then work your way through. You know.
That was my plan.
Was Ramses known to be passive aggressive? I don't think he
Yes.
was.
Oh
No,
yeah.
I mean
No,
the historical
actual
figure
Ramses.
Ramses.
Oh, actual Ramses? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Biblical
Let's say
Ramses?
yes.
I mean, nah, I think it takes some balls to say to your former slave, like, fuck you, I'm not letting your people go. Fuck off. Get out of here.
As
I'm trying to
somebody
get
who
through this story as fast as possible because I have
Sorry.
a bunch of other ones.
Go ahead,
no,
go
it's
ahead, go
okay. I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm just trying to give you like everything that's going on, but in like bite-sized pieces.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
R is just super passive aggressive all the time now with us, mostly with Kira,
I hate
because
that shit.
Kira's not putting up with him anymore, and so he's trying really hard to like talk to us, and I'll talk to him just because I'm tired of the tension. But like, she gives him attitude, and then he gives her attitude back, and it's just like he's just a child, you know.
Yeah.
And obviously she wants to be left alone, but he won't leave her alone. And then the whole time I was gone, B and R kept leaving her out and not inviting her places and like not talking to her and just ignoring her. And then right before I came back up here, I got a really long message from R, right?
There it is. Yeah. From
With the
Ramses.
backhanded apology. Well, I don't know why you blocked me. I don't understand what you're saying about me and B. I don't get it. Because I told him it was annoying as fuck. Like, you need to just chill out and just be chill. And he got offended. And basically, what he was doing without my permission was using my dishes, right? He was using my stuff, which I'm fine with sharing, but he didn't wash them for 2 weeks. My dishes.
Lexi, pause for one moment. We are joined by the Lord Keeper, Connor Cicchini.
Hello, Mike.
Hi,
What are you
Connor.
doing there?
I'm good.
Anyway, I'm talking about roommate drama, just so you're aware. I have a roommate that is causing a lot of problems because he's being passive aggressive to everybody and making everybody's lives a nightmare. Anyway, so he was borrowing my dishes, not washing them, waiting until Kira washed them. I messaged into the group chat, hey, can you make sure my stuff's clean before I come back? He ignored me. He ignored Kira whenever she told him, hey, you should probably wash her dishes. I come back to my dishes still dirty, but put into my cabinet. So, I am not a happy camper, but I'm trying not to let loose because I have 12 days left and I don't want to be fighting over stupid stuff because I have work to do.
I applaud you. I would have committed a hate crime that
Well,
day.
I've already yelled at
Probably.
him back in October. Like, we had a big discussion and he had an excuse for every little thing. Every little thing why, there was some sort of excuse. And then he starts crying because, well, my family's in debt. I was like, same. Like, I don't know what to tell you, bud. I'm not going to give you sympathy just because, you know, like, that's not the issue at hand. The issue at hand is you're treating everybody like shit.
Yeah.
You're a dickhead.
So
Yeah,
his family's debt caused dishes to be dirty. Wow.
Exactly. But, like,
Wow.
it's not even
Terrible
his
syndrome.
family. It's his mom who's in debt. But, like, I shouldn't be you don't know who he is, but, like, he and his mom live with his rich grandparents anyway. So it's not like they give him $150 a week to spend on whatever. He
Grown
doesn't
adult
work.
college kid.
Yes. They would. Yes.
I didn't even get an allowance growing up.
Yeah,
Neither did I.
You didn't have
never
money
got
for that.
anything either.
Yeah.
No, and like I'm not
Wow.
saying I wasn't spoiled either, but it's not like I don't know what I need to get done, you know? Like
You don't let it define you.
Exactly. But like I've had little jobs and stuff. He's never had a job. He's never
What?
worked a day in his life.
Aw.
Exactly. And
What are
he
his
gets
grades
everything
like?
handed to him. He expects everything to be done for him. I'm usually the maid here.
Yeah.
When I came back, it was like a mess, and I had to clean everything. Which I'm not saying Kira didn't, but like the boys don't do shit, and he has
Just do
his
caveman
parents
shit.
come up. His parents came up like every week to clean his stuff, like to
What?
take his. We have a laundry, like we have washer and dryer in our apartment, and his grandparents came up every weekend to take his stuff because our washer and dryer was dirty. So they had to take it home to clean it for him and then bring it back up at the end of every week. But recently he's been washing his stuff now, which is weird, but he only ever does it when Kira is washing hers and then yells at her when she leaves her stuff in the dryer or the washer. It's constant. And they were fighting about the thermostat and whatever, and he says it's too cold all the time, and it's bullshit. It's all bullshit, and I have no sympathy for him. Hold on one second.
I just wanted to say, as somebody who has never had the misfortune of spending any amount of time with this swarmy little fuck, just off of the stories I've heard, I don't know if I could spend more than 5 minutes with this douchebag and not throw a right hook. Like, I don't think I have the patience for it. I don't like.
Do you remember? I was a freshman or a sophomore. The thing that he did to me before in the cafeteria. This was one of the first reasons why everybody started hating him. I got food. I had a little bit more food on my plate than normal, and he had to point it out to everybody. He's like, "Wow, you're eating a lot of food." And I got so embarrassed. And like he made it like a joke.
He's just so cartoonish. He's just a cartoon person.
And then like one time he was saying, I forget how he said it, but he was basically saying I can't sing. And I was like,
nice.
Oh,
Really nice. Nice.
I don't think so. Like even I know like I can sing. I mean, I might be shy or whatever, but like I can sing. And then I had a solo cabaret. I was singing in a cabaret at Altoona's campus, right? And I was singing Burn. And my brain did a dyslexic thing with the verses. So I put like one of the last verses in where the first verses were, and I switched them by accident. So I had to stop a couple times and restart my song. And afterwards, my friends were like, "Oh, you did so well. Like, don't think about it. Like, everybody has to stop and start again. It's fine, whatever." And I was like, "Yeah, I just hate that I had to stop like twice." And he said, "Actually, it was 3 times."
I don't know if he
Thanks,
thinks he's funny,
Robert.
but sometimes, like, yeah. Oh,
You hear me talking about him?
Robert Baratheon.
I lost internet connection. No.
Oh no.
Kira's laughing if you can't tell.
Lexi, can I tell my R story really quick?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Wait, is Kira hearing the show right now?
She hears me. She can't hear you.
Oh, no, okay. I thought she had like a Raycon on in the other room, like you,
no.
Travis doing.
No.
So I went up last in the fall to visit Lexi for a little bit. It's like for a weekend or something. We stayed at her apartment, and we're sitting down. They're having family dinner, right? So they're sitting at the table together, and
oh no.
Yeah, you know the story I'm talking about. So
the moment you said, "Hey," I was like, "Oh shit, here we go."
And remind me, because I can't quite remember. You told them ahead of time, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mentioned it to them. Yeah.
So she had warned them, like, "Hey, he's not usually sensitive about it, but like, don't make any dad jokes or dead dad jokes. whatever.
Oh shit.
Right? And
Oh.
I'm not a sensitive person about it. I make jokes about it all the time, right?
Yeah,
Can
but
I
you
tell a
can.
quick tie-in story having
Not
to
yet.
do with that? Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
Wait till
okay.
after.
Because
Okay.
it's a pretty healthy coping mechanism, I think. You know, it's what he would have wanted. And we're sitting there. I don't even remember what the joke was.
I don't know either. I have no idea. It was just more than a Batman joke. It wasn't like Batman's parents' joke. It was something else.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Like, so Lexi had not told me that she had told them. And something, R makes a dead dad joke. And at this point, like, I'd become annoyed with him. Like, I had met him once or twice, and I was like, okay,
he's a
I can
chatterbox, this kid, too. Like, even when you want to be left alone, he's talking to you through your closed door type of person. So
I described it to Lexi the other night as like he's an NPC that keeps looping the same 4 similar dialogue lines. Like,
So he's Skyrim NPC.
We need to save my family. My family needs saved. We have to hurry to save my family. Like, he just repeats things like the same thing over and over again. So he says that. Don't remember the joke. Something dead dad. And I could tell because the other two like side-eyed me. They were like,
yeah.
Right? That like they knew what was up, and that meant he knew what was up. And I knew if I don't get mad about it, but if I got mad about it, he would try to defend himself and say he forgot when clearly they knew. And I I got really detailed about what happened that day really quick. It's like, yeah, I'd be like, I'm not gonna say it here, but I got very hyper specific, and they all just shut the fuck up. And then I didn't talk to him the rest of the time I was there. 2 days later, I'm home, and I get
because you went back into my room, you got up. I think you said thanks to Kira, and then you left.
Yeah, well, because dinner was ending too, so it wasn't like I just got up and stormed away. But
no, but you left and didn't come back out.
I get a message from him that's like, "I'm so sorry," blah blah blah, and I'm like, "No, you're fucking not."
He had
I'm gonna
excuse
accept
for it again,
Yeah, I was like, I'm just gonna.
He messaged Kira separately and was like, "Lexi didn't tell me," and she's like, "Yeah, she did. You just don't remember." He's like, "No, she didn't," and I even was like, "Yeah, I freaking told you." And even to this day, he still tells me to tell him that he's sorry all the time, and I'm like, I don't know why you keep bringing it up.
That's entirely.
That's what I got. And again, I'm not the kind of person. If you do that, if you don't know and you do that, and I'm like, hey, and then they're like, oh, sorry, and I'm like, it's fine. You weren't trying to offend me. It's the fact that I knew if I said something to him, he would go.
Yeah. He was gonna bullshit you.
Yeah, and I knew
he
that.
Constantly, he's always talking about weight, and oh, I'm so skinny, and because I was talking about trying to lose weight, and he's like, well, I don't have to lose weight, and I was like, okay,
That's great.
I'm a freaking twig, and I don't even
yeah, it's always really rude comments.
Yeah,
exactly. It's always rude stuff.
He wants to get hit.
Yeah,
I think he once punched in the throat.
He's a spoiled, entitled brat who's never had anybody tell him. He's never.
And apparently, also a masochist.
Yeah.
All my life is one.
Real quick,
I don't need to be talking about all this, but
as my quickie tie-in story, as kind of a precedent setter for how not sensitive about that topic Travis is. So while we were building the studio, you thought I was going to talk about Hall of Heroes. He thought he had the wrong
idea what you were going to talk about. I had no idea.
I thought you because I
we
said
were building this.
Yeah, well, we
Was I
were
here
building
for that? I
this.
don't remember if I was-
You were not here
okay.
for this part. This
Not
was
yet,
after you
okay.
had a conversation with my aunt about how pretty your hair is,
That's right.
which was the
yeah,
funniest shit that
yeah.
has ever happened and will remain so.
Yeah.
Followed closely by, I don't know what happened. I think my dad like pinched his like finger really badly while trying to put a screw in through one of like the drywall pieces. Pinched it really bad and did the thing that like, you know, men in their 40s do when they fuck their hand up, and he just, you know, starts screaming, swearing, stomping around. And I think he like kicked his toolbox or some shit like that and then stormed off to cool down, took a breath, came back in cool as a cucumber.
Right. Yeah.
Levi was next to him for this. And my dad immediately realizing, he was like, that was stupid. Comes up to Levi, he's like, hey man, he's like, I apologize. That was unbecoming. That was unnecessary. And Levi looks at him and goes, Levi's like, it's okay. I have a dad, and my fucking spider sense goes off because you know the joke that has been made 1,000 times that Travis and I share a brain cell and we can just hear what the other one's thinking. I turned around and could just see the biggest smile on Travis's face. I was like, don't you do this. Don't you do it, you motherfucker. Don't you do it. You're about to make everybody weird in the pool. Like no one's gonna know how to interact for the rest of the day. Don't you do it. And he's just
I didn't. I was good.
No, yeah, you whispered, "Oh, I don't" to me, but
I don't.
oh my god, it was like when I say it is easily comparable to like the scene in The Grinch where he gets the idea. It was like that. It was literally that. I've never seen somebody's face actually contort like that. Just the biggest, most diabolical smile I have ever seen grace that man's face. Just like, oh, I have a dad. And it was just like all that was missing was like suspenseful music and a slow camera pan to like Travis, like Goku style, charging up the Kamehameha wave that is a dead dad joke. This is fucking art.
Anyway, I'm so sorry that this is taking so long to tell because
No,
I got
it was a good
for
story.
a hot second.
Good.
But that's the roommate stuff that's going on. I said a lot, but that's still not all of it. And like I said, I can tell you guys the rest later. So what else is going on other than I'm back up in state college for the next 2 weeks? I have a couple projects due on Friday that my group and I are just now doing today. I have a 12-page paper due next Wednesday.
Did you start it?
Research paper. Yeah, I have 6 pages done of the 12. So
How many?
That's
how
6
many
more
pages?
than
What,
I would
20?
probably have.
12. It's 12. But I asked her, well, do you want it single or double spaced? And she's like, well, it doesn't matter. And I was like, okay, so it's gonna be double. So it just has to be 3,000 words. So like if it were single spaced, it'd probably only be like 6 pages or something like that. It's not that bad. It's just starting it and like getting it done is what I'm having trouble with.
Those were always, for me at least, and I've tried it. I don't know if you've tried it, Lexi, but like with my history papers, I would usually keep them single spaced and just like write the paper for content and not just to get the page length, even though like that failed most of the time. Because then like, if it's like
trying to do it the right way.
pages single spaced, if I double space it, it'll probably hit the page length.
Yeah, I'm not doing that this time. Sometimes I do that, but like it frustrates me not seeing it like spill over to the next page as quick. And for this, I really don't care. Like, I just want to get it done because it's one of the last things I have to do other than my finals that I have on Monday the 3rd. But yeah, I'm so close, but yet so far. So I'm finding motivation to be really hard.
Yeah, I get that.
What else? Oh, so I'm in a sorority, and I signed up to be a big this semester, like a big sister, because the new recruits get assigned. They call them littles, and the littles
Yeah,
get
St.
a big.
Vincent has that.
Yeah. So almost every
What?
sorority does that shit. Frats do it too, but they do it differently. So usually, the bigs get like a suggested list of like 3 to 5 littles, and you like go on dates with them. And usually that's like going out to eat and like finding what is similar between each other, like interest wise. And then like once you get assigned your little, because they make a preference list of their bigs and we make a preference list of our littles, and then we get matched up. But usually, somehow a big gets access to the dorm room, like their dorm room, whether that be through their friend or roommate or whatever. And they go in and they decorate their room, and then they have a reveal of who their big is. Well, things have been so weird because it's on Zoom, right? So I have a big when I first joined, but we didn't get to do any of the big little stuff because it was right at the start of the pandemic. So I missed out on that experience, unfortunately. But this time around, everything's virtual. The reveal is virtual, like whatever. And our dating was virtual. So we went into a Zoom room, we did speed dating and like went into breakout rooms with the particular person for like a minute. We spoke for a minute and then they'd switch out. There was a few girls on my list that I really liked, that they suggested to me. And then I met another girl who I ended up really liking. And I was like, oh, this is cool. So I put them all on my suggested list. Well, I didn't get any of the girls that I liked. I got this random girl that I didn't meet. I never met the girl that I got. She hasn't been attending any of the dating stuff. She hasn't been attending any of the regular, like, exactly. I don't even know who this person is.
Nice.
And I messaged the girls in charge of organizing this whole thing. And I was like, hey, did you get my suggestion list? And they're like, yeah, are you worried because you didn't get who you wanted? And I was like, yeah, a little bit, because I've never met this girl in my entire life. Like, she doesn't attend any of the meetings. And they're like, well, we're sorry, but like there was a lot of bigs that were kind of popular this semester with the littles. So we had to like really think about who got who. And I was like, wow, thanks. Because I feel like...
Thanks for the slight. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right, okay.
I felt kind of rejected and kind of... I don't know what the word is. I just was a little bit insulted because they were like, yeah, there were other girls more popular than you that all of your littles wanted, because they didn't want me. So this girl's name's Hannah that I got, right? And I think they gave me her too because she didn't have a roommate. So it's not like I could contact her roommate and go decorate her room. Plus, I was home at the time that they assigned her to me. So they thought that I wasn't coming up here at all. So they just gave me the girl that, wouldn't have anybody come in and decorate a room and do that kind of stuff. So then I get a message yesterday from the girl organizing it and was like, don't send Hannah anything because we're supposed to make care packages for them. And I was like, oh, is something wrong? And she never answered me. So I waited all day. Just so you know, I already bought stuff for this girl. I bought like matching t-shirts off Etsy. I got this cute pen for her. I got like a notebook for her and like a bag of candy because she put in her... She put in that she really liked... Shut up, Jared! Let me tell this story. I'm trying to do this fast.
I know, take your time. You have to speed up.
Anyway, yeah, but I don't want to talk so much. This girl really likes sour candy, so I got her a couple bags of sour candy, whatever. And then the other girl in charge, there was 2 girls in charge of this whole thing, messaged me and was like, hey, so Hannah's not gonna be in the sorority anymore. And I was like, oh, great, why? And she's like, well, she hasn't paid her dues, and she said to us that she is gonna maybe try again next semester, but she doesn't want to do this. So I'm no longer a big, which is fine and all, but I was really looking forward to like having a connection with one of the younger people and like being a mentor and kind of like doing that sister stuff with the matching things. And
I'm
the
so
girl was
sorry
like,
to hear that. That fucking
and
sucks.
of course it happened to me, right? I like
yeah.
of course.
Oh, god damn. There isn't an initiation during the fall next semester, is there?
I asked and she said yes.
Hell yeah.
So hopefully
well,
next semester I can try again. But it's like I already got a stab in the heart from them saying, oh yeah, there were more girls popular than you that they chose. And then I didn't get the person I wanted. And then all this other stuff happened. They offered to, like, because what you can do as bigs is two bigs can take on one little together. So that's what this one group of girls did. And then there was like an odd number of littles compared to bigs. So the two girls ended up taking two girls. So they asked them, hey, can Alexis like take one of your littles? And I found out who it was going to be, who I was going to take. And we just don't match up. Like our interests are not the same. And so I just told them, hey, don't worry about giving me one of your littles. Just take them and whatever, I'll do it next semester. So I was able to cancel that t-shirt order because there was something, they didn't send them out yet because there was something wrong, and they like messaged me on Etsy to say that there was going to be an upcharge on something, and I was like, anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't need the shirts anymore. I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. So they refunded me. I get to keep this cool pen now that I wanted to keep to begin with.
Nice.
Nice. I'm going to give all that candy to Travis because I don't like sour candy.
Oh, damn
Sour
it.
Patch Kids.
Yeah, they were like Sour Patch watermelon stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I got excited. You said you were going to give it to
disappointed.
Travis,
That
and I
sucks,
thought you were
yeah.
going to. I keep thinking you're going to be back like this weekend for some reason, and I know that's not accurate. And you were like, "I'll give it to Travis." And I was like, "And Travis can bring it over for when we watch the free for all." And then I was like, "God damn it, no, I won't have
Okay,
it."
so there's that. That happened. That disappointed me very much.
I'm sorry.
What else happened? Something else happened. Travis, I can't think of what it was. There was another thing. I can't remember. I keep checking out the window because I was waiting for Kira to leave. She's part of the problem too, just so we're aware, but I couldn't say it out loud. There we go.
What you say? Oh, actually,
I will be back.
Okay, Connor.
But your car's gone. Give me 1 second. Let me
Okay. While we're giving you a second, I never got the chance.
Are you here? Are you here?
Shout out to Christina Applegate.
When we were talking about passive aggressive, what's his name?
boys.
R.
Ramses.
Well, his name was already dropped, but I hate passive aggressiveness with a burning passion. Nothing makes me want to punch people more than being passive aggressive. Grow a nutsack. Say what you want to say.
That's how I am.
If it's not worth flat out saying, don't even allude to it. Just leave it alone. Keep your peace.
You guys are gonna hate the French then when we go to France. You're gonna hate Parisians. You're gonna kill them all. Their little black berets and their black pants and black shirts. And black
Why are you
soles.
describing the way I dress, asshole?
You don't wear a beret. Everything else is black. But you
That's
don't wear
fair.
A beret.
That's fair.
Anyway, yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I agree. When I was younger, I never used to be confrontational. I usually let people walk all over me, blah, blah, blah. As I got older, I learned how to be confrontational back. But I don't do it unless you do something to me. Like, I don't want to be confrontational, but I'm not afraid of confrontation. But the only reason why I'm not engaging is because there's no point, because I tried, not in a mean way, but like telling him when we all had our group conversation, these are the things that bother me. Can you please stop? And they just so happened to be the same things that bothered Kira. But instead, he told Brayden that we were attacking him, and we were like being so mean to him, and we made him cry, and blah 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 blah. Just complete lies, you know. And there was an excuse for everything he did. He never once really apologized. He would say, sorry, but you did this. But you do this too.
Yeah.
You know.
Deflection.
It's always it's
Nothing
always
like a tasty
he plays
whataboutism.
Yeah.
He plays victim constantly.
Yeah.
He doesn't hold himself accountable for anything.
Yeah.
And I'm sick of it. He whines about everything. It's just, and everybody, because I met him at Altoona's campus, and he was in choir with me. And all of my friends from choir also don't like him. But he doesn't know that. Like, nobody likes him.
Oh, this is kind of like just a more passive-aggressive, certain Filipino student from our school.
Exactly. Levi, it's exactly the same.
Oh, no.
It's almost exactly the same. But this kid, and I'm not trying to be like, don't think that I'm being racist or homophobic or anything, because I'm not. But his personality traits are, I'm gay, I'm Jewish, and I can sing. And I like anime. And Brayden, that's the fifth thing.
Okay. You officially have more patience than me, because I'm guessing there's like some sort of anime club.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Probably in it.
I don't know if he is, actually.
Yeah, if I had to be around him as much as you, I would give him a reason to act like the victim.
Yeah.
And then,
Jesus.
I would. He's a grown adult. No sympathy. No
He
Jesus.
acts like a baby. And Kira, she's great and all, you know, but every time he opens his mouth for anything, like he could be asking her just a simple question. She's down his throat. Like, because the other day, no. And I asked her, I was like, hey, like, can you maybe stop that? Because it's just making the tension worse. And she's like, I'm not giving him any sympathy anymore. He's not going to walk all over me. And I was like, I get that. I hate him just as much as you do, but it's making it worse. Like, they're always bickering out there. And then she comes to me and is like, have you heard what he did to me? And I was like, yeah, I did. But also, you're kind of being like, you know, he deserves it, but only when it's valid. Like, he asked her if something in the fridge belonged to her, and she's like, yeah. Who else would it be? And he was like, I was just asking you. And she's like, well, you're being, he started talking over her or something.
Being way too over the top. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, comes at like full speed down his throat. Anything he says.
Yeah.
Which it's really annoying. And the whole time I was at home, she was texting me every day about something going on with him. And I was like, listen, I can be the person that you like lean on and confide in, but I'm not there. I shouldn't have to feel this angry when I'm not there. I'm at home. I'm at home because of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, it's not my problem if I'm not there. But she's just as much to blame at this point than him. He started it, but she won't stop it. And it's just constant chaos. Everybody hates each other now. He's nice to me, but I can tell it's kind of fake.
I have a question.
Yeah.
And this is only to like help paint my mental image of this person that I already don't like. So I made the comparison. I made the comparison to our high school version of the person. Does yours, Wayne, have the gay drawl like as Wayne did, or not?
Not really. I mean, like,
Okay,
not as much.
not as much. All right.
No.
Because I
It's
know
not
it's a
that bad.
stereotype, but like sometimes you can just tell what their orientation is when you hear them speak.
And yeah, I don't want to sound homophobic or anything because I'm not. And you guys know that
No,
I'm not.
he's just
But,
a
like,
bitch.
he just is constant
Yeah.
stuff, man. And Braden doesn't have a backbone to stick up for himself. He's constantly, it's just, he talks about him all the time. And I asked him last semester, hey, can you stop? And he hasn't stopped. The first day I got here, he talked to me for 30 minutes about how he went to Hot Topic and bought a portrait of handsome Squidward, and how it's an inside joke between me and Braden's girlfriend that Braden looks like handsome Squidward. And I was like, okay. And he's like, I even had him sign it for me. And I was like, you had
I love that
Braden
everyone had the
sign
same
this?
reaction I did, because I had to take a lap when she told me that yesterday.
He had Braden sign this picture of Squidward.
I'm about to
What?
get more alcohol.
You mean like
out of
when
the
he's like
fridge.
going like, whoa,
No,
like
not
episode?
that one. After
Like
that,
when his
I
face was
think.
more chiseled, or like beautiful Squidward, where he looked like
Yeah.
beautiful Squidward, like where he was
Uh-huh.
totally bald and like wearing the belt buckle. Okay,
Yeah.
let's sign
So-
it. Wow, yeah.
Yeah, it's all really weird, and he won't stop, and they're still fighting over the thermostat. They're fighting over stuff in the fridge. I've asked him, hey, can you wash the dishes or take the garbage out? And he's like, I will when I'm ready. That's the type of stuff he says back to me. I will when I'm ready. I'm writing a paper right now. Speaking of writing papers, because he always has to one-up everybody, I said I was writing a paper, and he's like, oh, how long's yours? I said, 12 pages. And he's like, oh, well, mine's going to be 16.
Good
In
for
that
you.
exact tone of voice too.
Yes.
Was it the same paper?
No, it's
Oh.
different classes, different papers.
What's his major? What's Braden's
His grandma
major?
writes his
He
papers.
switched a few times.
I was hoping someone would say it.
Stop! Let me tell my story. Fuck. Anyway, I'm getting really heated. But his major switched a few times. So it switched from math to history, and now it's but it's for teaching. So now it's English, I think.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't. I mean, I don't drive either. Neither does Jarod. But this kid doesn't drive. He lives at home. He's never had a job. I don't know how he's supposed to like do this. On top of this, his grandmother used to be an English professor at one of the local campuses in Altoona, right? I think it was Pitt Johnstown or something like that. So it was like the town over. Used to be an English teacher. He has her write his papers for him sometimes, and has the audacity to complain about the amount of work he has. I could get him in trouble with the freaking university for that, because it's not his work. And he also has the audacity. I hear him on the phone with her sometimes, and like they're on speaker together, and she's trying to help him, and he yells at her that that's not how you do it. That's not how you're supposed to do it. Bro, then do it yourself.
I don't even have a grandma to yell at. Man, I wish I had a grandma to yell at.
I have 3.
I can't believe this.
Yep.
I can't believe it, man. It's so bad. He's such a little brat. And I think this is way... He has a family member who was a professor once that got fired for selling alcohol to the students. So
Cheers, I'll drink to that, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't want to be a teacher. Passive aggressive teachers can like make students kill themselves
Yeah,
if they
that's pretty
don't
bad.
get
He
it under
already
control.
makes me one too, so it's fine.
Yeah, well, he makes me want to kill him.
Yeah.
But
In
and
Minecraft.
I haven't
Again,
even met
it's
the
everybody
bastard.
else's fault. It's everybody else's fault, not his. It's not his.
Now he'd make a great League of Legends player then.
Yeah. So there's that. And then on top of that, I don't know if you want to talk about that case at all, but I just want you to know that my female roommate also was like, well, we're not there. I'm not there, so how am I supposed to know what actually happened? With the recent overruling of the ruling of whatever. You know what I'm talking about. I don't know if I should be saying it or not, but like the guilty ruling for George Floyd.
Oh, you can say.
Yeah, okay. I thought there was like a Penn State.
Yeah, I
didn't know you
thought I
about
wasn't
the-
entirely sure either. Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's the George Floyd thing, and
Wait,
she was
so
like,
she said
"Oh,
straight
What?
up, like, oh, we don't know everything
We don't know
that
what
happened. And it's like, bro, he was caught in 4K.
yeah."
Like, the man straight up
like,
was caught
nowadays-
in 4K.
She's like, nowadays people are too sensitive about racism
Death.
stuff.
About
Who?
murder?
Who is
No,
this?
about racism.
Who is this?
She's like, they liked
Oh, you're female. Okay.
my roommate,
Yeah.
and so now I'm kind of mad at her. So it's just all.
So when she's talking about the possibility of an overrolling, she's talking about we don't know what's going on and not the situation with like waters.
I don't know. She just was like, well, how am I supposed to pick a side when I'm not there to know? And I'm like,
there is video evidence. Like,
exactly.
Yeah,
I was like, you
'cause-
and I have very different opinions.
It was
That's funny.
car exhaust. It was exhaust from a car.
The
2
dumbest
blocks
shit
away.
I have ever heard
Did
in
you
my
hear
life.
that one? Yeah.
I don't think I've ever lost
Who
brain cells
said
that
that?
quickly.
I don't usually like to
Oh,
delve
the
into.
defense.
wait.
That's
You
funny.
know what? I'm not. You know what? No. I don't want to open this can of worms, but like, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
a whole thing.
yeah.
So I'm mad at all of them. I'm mad at B for not having a backbone and like telling R to like leave him the hell alone and mind your business. I'm mad at R for being a twat and an annoyance to everybody who lives. And I'm mad at K for being stupid.
AK?
I just, as my name says, I hate my roommates. And I can't wait to go home. And I can't believe I came back up here. But, you know, this
12
room that I
days.
have, true. This room is the biggest room in the apartment building because it's a handicapped room. They gave it to me for no reason other than it was an extra room.
Good.
So I wanted to come back up here for this room because it's wonderful. But
Now, are you gonna have the same room next year?
no.
Next semester? No. Okay.
Yeah. But I'll be
New
living by
roommates.
myself.
Better
Nice.
yet.
Nice.
My friend from college, he lives by himself because his roommate disappeared. So he has so on St. Vin on my college's campus, there's a rule that you're not supposed to have people from other dorms in your dorm.
Which is wrong and stupid and idiotic.
There is a
moronic.
there's a negative amount of people who care about that rule.
Yeah.
But like just to be safe, his
You mean like for COVID
his-
reasons, right?
yeah. His
Yeah.
backup story is that we're just his roommate, Pablo. He has like 8 Pablos.
A Rolodex of Pablo.
That's great.
Yeah. So I guess I'm glad I'm not on campus because I would not want to have an experience like you.
Yeah, like The only time I didn't have shit roommates was when I was a sophomore. So
The only time
Sophomore
I
year
didn't have
is
shit
cool.
roommates was my senior year. And look how that turned out.
Yeah,
You graduated. Yeah.
Yeah, but
first
like COVID.
Oh.
COVID. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got the short end of the stick. Yes.
I didn't mean to make this the Lexi show today, but I just needed to get that off my chest and scream.
No, it's good.
And
It's good that you did.
It is good to hear your
I'm-
voice.
Yes. Agreed 100%.
Connor, how was your time?
Legitimately nothing else has changed. The job hunt continues. I am currently doing this on my dad's laptop because I called Blue Microphone customer support today because, as you guys know, but for the listeners and the watchers might not know, they probably do because I do complain about it a fair amount. There are times where my microphone will just cut out, even if it's plugged in, and I never understood it. And I tried everything. Tried to use USB cable, I reset all my audio settings on my MacBook. Nothing seemed to work. So I called customer support today. And I told them this. They're like, well, have you tried doing it on another person's laptop or another device? And I'm like, yes, but I can't really remember what happened. Well, I kind of do, but like there wasn't enough there. So they're like, okay, we'll try that. If not, if you want a warranty, you have a warranty because I told them I bought it in like January of this year. So they're like, you have a 2-year warranty. It might be a hardware issue with the mic. So if you want, I can send you the warranty info so we can, so then you can fill out like date of purchase, get the receipt, the serial number. So then we can get you, so then you can replace it and get a new one. So I'm just really trying to test this out more than anything to see if it like cuts out. Because if it cuts out, then I know it's a hardware issue with the microphone and not just my MacBook and just Apple by extension, just shit in the bed somehow. I don't know. So that's about it. Nothing else has really changed. The job hunt continues, as I said before, still working part-time. Trying to find something. Yeah, that's about it. I'm just trying to
How
talk.
did virtual celebration go?
Oh, virtual celebration. Okay, cool. So for those unaware, I'm part of this Discord server, the Star Wars Editor Discord server. Star Wars Editor is a site I write for and I do some like cool stuff with. We made a Discord. He made a Discord server for it. And he decided like mid-February, I want to say late February, like, hey, let's do a virtual celebration on the anniversary of Star Wars Celebration Chicago. So we're like, all right, bet. And then we're just like, wait,
Chicago, you're right.
Because we planned on it. We just didn't realize that it was going to be within like a month and a half. So we're like scrambling. So they were like, hey, Connor, you want to do a Jedi Fallen Order panel? I'm like, sure, I guess. Like they just threw it at me. And I'm like, all right, I'll take it. It went really well. A lot of cool reveals happened. I thought my panel went pretty well. Someone somehow recorded the entire thing, like recorded all the panels, even like the after shows and everything. I'm pretty sure they'll either send it to us or upload it to YouTube. So I'll probably just link that or something when it happens. It was just a fun ass time. And
it looked like a good time. I'm so upset. I am legitimately upset I couldn't like do the goddamn trivia panel. I'm still mad. That was like right when I would have started work. I am still
you
upset
could have I think
it.
you would have cleaned like last Sunday we did a that Sunday we did sequel trilogy Kahoot and it was like 30 questions. I'm pretty sure you would have cleaned up on it because we ended up doing like some lore stuff and some behind the scenes trivia. Nice.
I'm still upset.
So
I'm still upset. I wanted that trivia panel so bad, and then I was like, God damn it! It's like right when I go into work.
Damn. So yeah, I thought it went pretty well. I'm legitimately just talking just to see if this like cuts out at any point. Because like this pretty much tells me I need to talk to Apple, be like, hey, what's the issue? So
I was gonna say, whenever we're done, instead of hitting like end stream like I normally do, I'll just like leave the window open so that you can just sound check as long as you want to by yourself. If you want.
To keep it real short, I think it was weird. I went into my StreamYard account and just like did a test record, and like I did it for like 10 or so minutes. It never seemed to cut out at any point, yet it's only whenever I join in as a guest and it does that. I don't know. I'm thinking honestly right now it might be an Apple issue. It might be my MacBook because Apple decides to hate me for some reason. But I don't know. So yeah, other than that, nothing else. I'm pretty sure all of you have talked about your slices of life. So I could be wrong though.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about
Mike and then me.
Mike and then Jarod. But one thing, and I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is, but Levi, I have something for you for whenever. Yeah, Travis reminded me. I made some. It has to do with One Piece. Travis and I were watching it. I'm not telling you exactly what it is. Travis, don't you dare say anything.
Look at his face.
His face. I love it.
We started
One
Travis
Piece.
for watching One Piece.
Mouth is an O.
Yeah, I really enjoy One Piece a lot.
Where are you?
We're about to meet Sanji.
That is when that arc right there is when a lot of people are like, all right, yeah, One Piece is actually really good.
I already think it's really good.
I gotta catch back up now. God damn it.
Yeah. So I had an idea midst watching, and I looked to Travis and I was like, hold on.
This is where I think it's going.
I'm not telling you exactly what it is. You're going to have to wait till I see you
Levi,
next.
It's beautiful. Dude, you're going to love it.
It's so simple, but so, like, it's...
Yes.
What she made is an absolute work of art.
Yes.
And it's not even anything that I drew, so...
Yes.
But it is art, and I did get it printed, and it is on the way. So
on the way.
Yeah, it's almost to my house, but when I get home, I'll have to give it to you. It's so stupid. Don't think it's actual art. It's like a meme. It's a meme art.
That's fine. That's fine. I like meme culture.
Levi, dude.
Are there pictures that exist? I want to see it. I want to see it so bad.
I want to surprise all of you with it.
Okay.
So you'll see it when Levi gets it.
It gets the chef's kiss from Travis, so.
Nice.
It's probably a good thing that it didn't fit as my phone background. Because it was almost my phone background.
I had to do it.
It should live in here. It should live under set. It should live over at set 2. No? Okay.
No.
Is it Levi's?
It is Levi's.
I'm so
Levi
excited.
can do with whatever he wants with it. And I just want to let you know it is so stupid. Like it's dumb. But you'll appreciate it. Anyway.
That is beautiful.
To you, Mike and Jarod.
We're literally like randomly, Lexi or I will just start laughing, and the other will be like, "What are you laughing about?" I remembered the thing again.
That's amazing. I cannot wait. One Piece, so good.
That is so funny.
To Mike and Jarod.
Yeah, if that's all for Connor, Mike, how was your week, bud?
It was pretty good. It's been pretty good. Going okay.
We still have Mike and Jarod.
Bismillah.
I took a long time, bro. I'm sorry. This was my
Alright, it
therapy
was good.
session.
We have a king-sized episode of Campus Life to make up for the fact that we haven't uploaded one in a month.
For real, and I think everyone's here, but Jarod. Yeah, Jared's not here, guys. Joel and Spencer.
And Devin, who has never joined us for Campus Life.
No, that's probably going to change over the summer.
Good.
He's like, I think he's going to be in-house for literally every goddamn show.
Is he like a young bumpkin still in high school?
No, he's going to Point Park.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's my brother's age. Like he's like, I think.
Okay.
Wait,
No,
who?
no. He's not Logan's age. I'm stupid.
He's our new tech man, right? He's
He's not a tech man.
What's
He's
he?
Devin.
he's my co-host for Movie Club.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because he's even more of a movie buff than I am.
Okay.
Once in a
Like,
while,
he's
you'll see that he's caught up with the group chat, and then he doesn't look at it for another month.
Yeah.
Which is wise, because it's mostly just us shit posting at each other.
He should join. Well, he should join.
Yeah.
Are you done with your seagull call, sir?
But yeah. Oh wait, what's going on now?
How was your week, Michael?
Yeah. It was a good week. We what do you call it? On Tuesday, I had an interview with the Jesuit Volunteer Corps Northwest. So if I were to get that, I would leave in August. Kind of excited for it. So I would get to maybe go up and live with a bunch of Native Americans, help them out or something, or some other thing. I don't know what I could do. I could be doing a whole bunch of crap. There's even like a media thing. Like it says, if you have podcast experience, this would be great. And it's just like, well, you're in luck. But I think it's more of like editing crap. So I'd probably have to learn stuff here, hopefully, or something. If I were to possibly get that, I'd be like,
I want so badly for this poor like outreach program for them to be like, we want to get some type of social media presence off the ground, so we're gonna have like a YouTube channel and a podcast, and your crazy ass comes out of the woodwork. It's like, well, I've been a co-host and a panelist for 2 years. It's like, that's our guy.
that would be a fun time.
Little do they know.
But yeah, JVC, like they'd be good because I like that they're involved in simple living, ecology, like really harping on ecology. Simple living, ecology, spirituality, and community. And I think these are 4 really important things to have. I want to try to dedicate myself to this type of stuff more. It'd be kind of cool to just be able to live with people and like have to worry about paying utilities, paying like cooking meals, stuff like that. Because I mean, the way my college experience worked, I always had a room where I could just eat at the cap. I never had like some big ass, apartment complex thing that a lot of other people have. So I never really had to cook many of my meals. And I can cook, I just don't really do it all that often. But it'd be cool to learn and learn how to be more self-sufficient, stuff like that. But I just think it'd be cool to just live up in the Northwest and hang out for a year or something and really just try to discern what the hell I'm supposed to do. But, it's not just, one thing is the one thing and that's all you're going to be doing the rest of your life. But but I don't know. I think it'd be cool to do, but I was also looking at this place called Christ House down in DC. I could be like a activities person. Like I try to get people to go to movies and like museums and parks and do outdoor stuff. And I was looking at that too, but yeah. Then of course I want to stay on here for as long as I can and stuff. So there's always like the tension. Oh, what needs to be done? But what else? I just
love you, but you were so fucking terrifying sometimes. I was just so haunting. Attention. Jesus Christ.
And I want to be a voice actor really bad too. I think that would be so much fun.
I think you'd be a good one.
Do you think I would? In all honesty, because
Mark Hamill has to retire from playing the Joker for real eventually.
What do you mean? Like
Take
I
his
could
place.
replace?
Do it.
Like, oh, you think I could do it? I could.
You certainly have the batshit insanity for it, Michael.
Well, it's
Yes.
the problem because my problem is I keep too much of my shit in, and I'm just starting to realize that.
And then you
You
wait
know,
till we
and
turn
then
on a camera,
I
and then
wait-
you let it all
I
out
let
at
it-
once.
Like, don't they like say that's like an Irish stereotype problem that like Irish people hold everything in?
It's like
And
the
then
John
they, like-
Mulaney joke. It's like,
Is that what he?
I'm
yeah,
Irish.
Yeah,
So what that means is I keep all my emotions right here, and then one day I'll die.
Well, he's right, but I don't even try to do that. It's the way that I do things, but I'm trying to do that less now. But yeah. Recently, a thing happened in which a certain liberation occurred, and now freedom reigns partly, though of course more freedom must reign inevitably. And eventually I'll explain what that means, but certainly know now that there is a gnosis, which I will reveal to the disciples at a later date.
I thought
But,
you were about to pull out like a sword or something.
About to what?
I thought you were about to like pull out a sword from
No,
underneath.
it was just this Starbucks stir that he dropped on the floor.
There's already a sword spewing from my mouth. But you must change your ways to see it. But anyway, yeah, doing that. Work's been, I recently got a raise.
Hell yeah.
Very grateful for that. We're very short staffed. It's sad. They're making it.
Oh,
They need
same.
us. Yeah, really. Yeah. It sucks.
bumped
It's
our,
terrible. Like there's so much more pressure, and it's like,
Oh, I meant the.
You
I mean,
know.
we're also short staffed, but I meant the raise.
oh, you just got a raise too. Yeah, brother. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
It's funny because they did it
man.
right after our annual raise, so they didn't have to pay us even more.
Oh damn! So you're like double motherfucker. Yeah, but that's awesome. Yeah, but it was partly because they need to keep people like who have already been there for a while there, and like they're saying like, yeah, you guys are a lot better than some of the stuff we've been getting in, and like you meant like people. And I'm like, damn, like yeah, I'm part of the elite. It felt like Obi-Wan talking to the ARC commandos and the Tartakovsky film. Like, I'm told you, ARC troopers, you are the best, the elite. Remember that when they're in the gunship, like going to Munilus, and I was like, yeah, I'm an ARC
That's
trooper
what,
now.
That's what the BSB boss says every time I go in.
Aw, what, that you're the best? Aw.
Yeah.
That's
And
good.
then she won't shut the fuck up while I'm trying to eat my goddamn sandwich. I'm sorry.
Was she the one who was the whore? Or
No, oh my
was she-
god. Okay,
she-
so reset. Levi's old boss was talking about a woman who was also a sex worker.
talking about.
She
a woman
brought
was
up
talking about
an old employee
Oh,
and used that as yeah.
Yes. Right.
There we go. That was the boss's phrasing. Context for everybody who was not eating lunch with us.
Ocean man, take me by the hand. But yeah, I've been seeing a counselor. It's been helping me sort of get my emotions out.
Hey, good
It's been
for
a
you,
lot
man.
better.
Good.
Good,
Hey, man, that's awesome.
good for you for doing that,
It's just
and good for you for saying that out loud. That helps to destigmatize a lot of shit. Good for you.
Well, thank
no
you.
jokes there.
Because
I've done it.
men get. You've done what?
I've done it. I've gotten.
Seen account. Hell yeah! Another mother who understands the brother's trouble. Yeah, because it's like you get. I mean, you grow up watching all these fun war movies, and you're like, I want to be like that.
Men
Part of me
need to
still
be
wants to
men.
be like that, and like you've got all these history teachers at your high school, and you're still haunted by how they were, and you want to be like that, and you're like,
Well, I mean, it's
"Where's
that
the
and just
man?"
like the whole societal expectation of like men can't show emotion. That
Right.
means weakness. Like,
Yeah, and it
Horse
No.
shit.
and it's like, and then yeah, I do that, and it helps, and
Good for you,
I
man.
don't know.
Nah,
That's awesome.
I'm proud of you. It takes a man to realize you need help.
Thank you, but trying to think of what else. I just splurged like $80 at Barnes and Noble.
Yeah, you said before
recently.
you got here you went ape shit at
I
Barnes and
did.
Noble.
Then I went to Starbucks and I got myself this turkey pesto panini. Wasn't bad.
Presto.
There's your sandwich, my boy. But what else happened?
Oh wait, I got my first dose. I forgot.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Good.
I was gonna say, I think everybody, save for Lexi, who is not yet in the
Not
call, is either vaxxed or half vaxxed.
Half vaxxed.
Yeah, I'm getting my second dose the day the second episode of Bad Batch drops.
Oh yeah, because then you have an excuse to be like, "Oh no, sorry, work. I am
Oh no,
watching Bad Batch."
I straight up already requested off, and I got it approved for that Friday and that Monday. And like that Monday, I just put just in case I still have side effects or whatnot. They're like, yeah, whatever, we'll approve it. I'm like, sweet.
So, fun fact: Walmart approves 3 days of emergency leave if you experience side effects from the vaccine.
3 days. Yeah.
3 whole days. 3 days is what you get if you have an immediate family member die.
Mm.
So like if you had like a sore arm and you could like prove
Yeah,
that it,
they
like-
equate being slightly ill from a shot
to like family
to
death.
having an
Damn.
immediate family member die.
I'm
I don't
sure
mean like an aunt or an uncle. Like I got 3 days off for my dad.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sure they just don't want to put up with people calling off saying, "Oh, woe is me. I can't
Yeah.
move for 3 days."
3 days.
I'm sure
late
that's
now.
it.
Yeah.
Because if it's Pfizer, the vast majority of people they're
I'm not-
bedridden for 1 day.
Yeah,
I'm not saying
got
that 3
Pfizer.
days is too much, or I'm saying that 3 days is not enough for the other
For
thing.
the immediate, yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I know.
Yeah, I got Pfizer, pretty much sore
That's
arm and
fucking
like
insane.
tiny bit of fatigue.
I
But I
keep
heard-
saying first shot. It's the second shot
Yeah,
for Pfizer that kicks one's anus.
Yeah. Anus.
yay.
So you have
Oh, yeah.
that to look forward to. The day after.
Alexis, I almost forgot that thing about Ramsey's not writing his own papers. It reminds me of a student, of a colleague of mine while studying abroad. He was just like, I think he like at one point this kid's name was like Jose, and Jose came up to me once and was like, yeah, like I'm studying, I want to be a policeman, I want to like serve the law, obey the law, all that stuff. And and he was going on this like vague tirade about how like like the struggles of, and valid, whatever, like the struggles of like being like first generation immigrant type thing, wanting to do that.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, but I don't write my papers. My one friend I'm like, okay, fuck you, and so I literally
It's like this weird wind up to be like
Yeah.
also plagiarism.
yeah. And so what was it? I need to just anyway, he showed, I think he like vaguely was like asking me, hey, could you like write my, and I'm like, no. And you know what I did, Jared? Like, remember in the comics whenever Anakin revealed inadvertently to Asherad Het,
Yeah, they
that,
was
like,
like,
what
"Hi,
he
I'm a
did.
genocidal lunatic."
and then Anakin was like, you didn't tell Kai, like Master Kai, like what I did. And he's like, no, I'm going to let that eat you. Like, you have to do that yourself. Like, that's literally what I said to this guy. I'm like, I'm not bearing this burden for you, man. This is going to eat you alive. And like,
This
I got
is your
very
problem.
psychotically, like I was furious because I take my academics and all that very seriously, and like, I don't know. That's
As much
That's
as I would
partly-
love to have somebody write stuff for me, it's like,
Don't
just do
trust
it
others.
yourself. Exactly. Like, you know what you're capable of. Just do it
Yep.
yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
If
Get it done.
if life has taught me one thing, might not be something you're supposed to learn. You cannot trust other people to do the bare minimum.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can get
Trust
help.
myself.
Like, there's a few times that Travis has helped me with stuff, like, but not
Right.
done it for me. But
Travis
like,
is a
helped
friend
me.
for years and is currently
Like
Oh.
your boyfriend.
study groups, all that, that's great. Working together, stuff like that, where that's called for, that's awesome.
It's a far
Just
cry
don't-
from having somebody write the father mucking paper for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, and I'm like, but that was a fun. I mean, there was a point on that trip where we were all like in this one girl's room, and we all got in the bed while this one kid was flying his drone around. He had a drone that he brought, and like we took pictures with it. It was, I gotta show pictures at some point, but what? But yeah, but like I'm like, you son of a bitch, because I work hard for my shit. You're not gonna, nobody, no,
I'm
like,
not.
stop it. Like, not, it's like ironic, like, you know, like if somebody's like saying like, you need to earn your keep, no freeloaders here. Like I'll be like, shut up, you know. Like when it comes to like an actual job, but when it comes to academia, I get really angry. But when it comes to like actual like work and stuff, I'm like, I don't care. You know, like I honestly don't. Like, I'm really weird. My standards are, I know my standards are schizophrenic. I respect that and I know that, but like, it's weird. Like when it comes to work, I really don't give a shit if someone else is like doing terribly, as long as like I'm not being affected. I know that sounds vaguely selfish. Like if it's a team effort thing, then I care. But like,
there's way more cogs in a machine in the workplace, though.
Yeah,
there's so many more like other safety nets, and like there's so much of a more of a bigger picture that it is really difficult to like individually impact that environment.
Let me give
like,
you
especially in a place that,
So
there's definitely
we've been getting a couple of new people, a lot of new like legally children.
And
one of them came over to like the group of us in the back, and our supervisor was like, "Hey, there's this shifty guy out there, and he might be stealing something, blah blah blah." And I looked at him and I was like, "Why do you care?" He's like, "What?" I'm like, "Let's say this person does steal something. You are not responsible. You did not help him. They can't fire you. They can't dock your pay. Nothing will happen. Why do you care?"
Damn.
Or the like, "Oh, so-and-so is being super lazy." I'm like, "Yeah, but I don't have to work with them, so why do I care?" Like, what? I'm like, them being lazy over there does not affect me over here. So I don't care what they do as long as they're not bothering me. You know?
And there's a lot of work environments where that's kind of like the only way to maintain your sanity.
And it's like, to me, it's sad. Like I understand where you're coming from, Travis. Like I disagree like on that, but I totally understand. But like but I'm like in academia, I'm like, you fucking stay the hell away from my paper, you fucker. Like, but yeah, I don't know. Like I guess I'd just be concerned with like the workplace,
things, right? Like
writing
papers and stuff. That's different, you know.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like there's so many things to juggle. You simply can't do everything. Like I like the coping mechanism of life where it's like everything, you're literally like all these things you're juggling, you know, like social life, work, family, personal time. And some days you'll juggle one thing better. Other days you'll juggle something not better. And sometimes you have to put all, you know, it's like carrying like a load of laundry through a city street, you know, like, and it's wobbling. But yeah. But that reminded me of that. And I'm like, Jose. Yeah. Ooh, nice. Travis just turned the lights off.
Yes, because if you're good, I'm going to speed round mine because it is stream time for him. But it's nice seeing your stream setup on the show. It's a nice little fun crossover there. So
that's cool.
For me, from the last time we listened, where we did Campus Life, I'm 23 now.
Watermelon sugar. Watermelon sugar.
I have a brand spanking new, fully colored in now Kylo Ren tattoo.
Show it.
Well,
no, you can't really roll that.
Not really. No.
Yeah.
Taking off my pants. I'm not taking off my pants.
And I only say that tattoo because of what you're probably about to say next.
Well, I'm just going to touch on it briefly. That I posted a picture of my tattoo into a handful of Star Wars Facebook groups, and on my main Facebook page, not in the groups, not even on Twitter, on my main Facebook page, the Phantom Menace came out to fucking play. Not only
I wouldn't have engaged. I wouldn't have like kicked back in gear for it. But I saw Diego, and like if I ever have the chance to just take that, and he clearly did not remember who we were. Anytime I get
which is so disappointing. Which is so disappointing. I'm not going to name names. I was almost tempted to tag T and C just to be like, for old time's sake, you want to go a couple rounds with Diego?
But yeah, I was like, this is too easy. I gotta give it one more shot. So,
oh my god. Long story short on that one, back when we were with Dewback Discussion, we were planning on doing the closest thing you can get to an investigative report on the Fandom Menace, when we all joined a bunch of Fandom Menace Facebook groups en masse, and it was terrifying.
I love how the breakup was around the time of Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, we're going into details on that. I'm talking about like the little experiment we did the summer preceding that.
I didn't know I didn't know you guys. I wasn't part of that.
Not
those.
fun.
That was like the weird Fandom
I mean, at
Menace
least for me, it
deep
wasn't
dive.
fun.
No, it wasn't fun for any of us. It was not a good time. That's not what we're talking about here today, folks. That is not a story we're probably ever going to tell. But we joined a bunch of Fandom Menace friendly Facebook groups, Star Wars Anything and Everything, the Geeks and Gamers Facebook group. I'm still in the Geeks and Gamers one, but I muted it right before Rise of Skywalker came out because they were going to start a spoiler campaign to dissuade people from seeing the movie.
Damn.
Like, dude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry she hurt you, man. That's where you're at, where you have to like spoil a movie for somebody else to convince them not to see it.
Yeah.
Because the vagina has a lightsaber and it makes you angry. Like, anyway. But yeah, that was fun. Yeah, it's cool as shit. So that was fun. Got my tattoo, then got cyberbullied by strangers about it, but it was funny. And then I got to watch Travis do art while he went a couple rounds with Diego again. And it made me happy to watch. What else happened? Like I said earlier, the club is back to normal hours, which has been fun and interesting. It catapults between being incredibly busy and me running my ass off, or me just staring at the wall for hours. There is no middle ground at all. It is like, I will see.
It's like World War One.
I do. You do not understand. Like my mornings, I like at a nice steady pace. Look at maybe 5 people going. I'm moving. I'm doing whatever. And then after all of them leave, today and yesterday, just crickets. Right. But anyway, it was the last Friday of the COVID hours that a couple of my regulars, one lady who's a regular, brought her friend whom I've seen time to time, and the regular lady brought her husband and her husband's friend. They came in, husband's friend, had his dick in the dirt. Like, he was gone. He had not quite. He had a good buzz going, but he wasn't completely dick in the dirt. But I was,
as long as
I knew how quickly I knew I was going to cut him off. I was like, I can see exactly where your range of here's the 1 or 2 drinks you're going to have now that you're here, and now here's the water bottle you're going to nurse until you leave.
In the United States, are bartenders required to not serve people when they're drunk, or is it up to the bartender's discretion?
I don't know if that's a state by state thing. I know that technically, let's say homeboy gets absolutely schwammered, gets behind the wheel, runs over a kid.
Yeah.
That can't come back to me.
That can't.
Yes.
Can.
It
can.
Okay.
Can.
Yeah, and I think that is.
I'm pretty sure that's state. I'm pretty sure that's in our state. So because
like I said, I'm not
have
sure.
The same policy at my place.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how nationwide regulated that kind of shit is. What I do know is that even if it wasn't a law, I can in good conscience serve somebody who can barely stand up straight.
Right.
But like I said, this guy wasn't gone when he came in, but he clearly had a good buzz going. They came in, they did a couple shots just as they got there. And again, if you're a grown ass adult And like from the background story that I learned after this, after the fact, was that like these guys, they've been working just a straight like 2-3 weeks without a day off, and made the decision of I am going out and I am getting devastated. Yeah. And when you have the right people with you, and you can have somebody who can like transport you, take care of you, whatever, that's one thing. And like I encourage that. But like when you get to the point where you're clearly early in your bar crawl, that after 2 shots, you start doing this shit in your chair. For the audio listeners, I'm just kind of like spinning in a circle. Okay. Like when you start doing that shit in your chair,
heaven. Yeah.
Here's a water bottle.
Yep.
Right. Yep. And then it was when we got to that point, I handed him a water bottle. The guy who was with him, the husband of the leather regular, he, again, like, he did not seem drunk or even that buzzed, quite frankly. But they were clearly drinking at the same pace together. And at that point, I'm like, okay, I can kind of have a rough guesstimate of what all you have in your system right now, like how far into the way you are. And I don't know if you're a I kind of slowly ascend type. I don't know if you're a it hits me all at one time type. So like, I'm going to pace myself with you as well, because clearly everybody's been getting, pookied, with the exception of his wife, who was clearly. That is a wing flavor, and it's the best one. Yeah,
Pookie.
BSB, it's the best one.
Oh, there are a lot that can contend for best one.
But aside from his wife, who was clearly the DD for the night, his wife and her friend come up to me to ask how her husband and his friend are doing. And I was like, well, friend is done. He's done for the evening, like unless he has one of those like insta sober ups, as a moment, which I've seen people kind of have their like woozy moment, and then like an hour later they're back to normal and it's all out of their system and cool. Like we're still going to be slow though. I was like, he's gone, he's done for the night. I think I was like, husband. I was like, like. If they've been drinking at the same pace, I'm a little hesitant, but like, I'm not going to like tell him no at this point. We're not there yet. He overhears me saying this and goes ape shit. Yeah. Like he jumps out of his seat. He's slamming his hands on the bar. He's screaming and yelling and cussing me out. He's screaming at everybody he's with. He's like, it's time to fucking go. His fucking ass is fucking cutting me off before he's fucking drunk. And I'm just like, whoa, like I didn't even cut you off, Slick. Like calm the fuck down. He's going ape. I've never seen somebody go from 0 to 100 that quickly. Like it was insane. And then at one point earlier, I don't remember how it happened, but the guy who was like toasted made a joke. I don't even know how it came up, but he just made a joke about something, a bunch of rich white billionaires run the world. And I was like, you know what? That is such a change of pace from the shit I hear at this shithole on a daily basis.
You're getting a free drink.
I was like, I couldn't agree with you more, comrade. But the guy who was with him was like, why they have to be white?
Oh no.
This is the guy who went crazy. Okay. Just keep that in mind. So okay, so he's going apeshit. He's screaming. He's like slamming on the bar, screaming at everybody. He's like, finally, where to go? I'm fucking done with this guy. They also were complimenting me on the shirt I was wearing, because they both came in and both immediately were like, hey, that shirt looks really cool. Because I'm a slut for Roosevelt's. # not sponsored, but please sponsor us, because I buy too much of your shit and I'd appreciate it.
We get a Barnes & Noble sponsorship.
I'll go Roosevelt's first. But they were like complimenting my shirt, like really, like a lot. Like would not stop talking about my shirt for like 5 minutes. While this guy's going ape shit, he turns heel on my shirt. So not only am I an asshole.
Whoa, what? Like he started saying like, fuck your shirt.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. He said, fuck you and fuck your shirt. Like I have never, like I've never been like this, like weirdly gaslit by a stranger before in my life, where he just like literally everything he said to me got flipped.
Right.
It went from
sad.
Like, because I came up to his friend and I gave him a water bottle. And he was like, oh, that's good service. That's good service. Fuck you, shitty fucking bartender. Like, it literally all changed in a matter of seconds. Right?
Wow.
Alcohol.
And I didn't even cut him off. That was the thing that I kept telling him. I'm like, bro, no one cuts you off. You are now. You can leave. But I wouldn't cut you off. Like, I don't know how you got here. He's going ape shit. And then he looks at me. He's like, this is insane. I'm not even drunk. He keeps screaming, I'm not even drunk. And it's like, you're not making a good case for yourself if you keep saying it. Like, the louder you get, the more drunk you sound, asshole.
It's like R when he says, oh, I'm a good person. But obviously you're not if you have to say that you are.
It's like saying I'm very humble, like Drax. Like I'm very humble. I'm a humble person.
Yeah.
Yep. My God.
But he's going off, and he's like, again, he just keeps repeating the same things over and over again. And this is like dead ass. And I'm so glad we got this camera working again. I want everybody to see exactly how this happened. I'm getting up and I'm moving my chair because I need everybody to like see the body language. So how he's doing this is he's like, fuck you, shit, fucking bartender. I can't fucking believe this is fucking bullshit. I'm not even fucking he's slamming on the bar. I can't fucking believe this shit. I'm not even fucking drunk. It's time to go. And he's like going apeshit, doing all this crazy shit. And he goes, fucking racist. Right at me, flips me off and screams that I am a racist. White dude to other white dude. You're a racist because you cut me off even though you didn't cut me off.
I love America so much. I love our
I
neuroses. I love our I love
on this one.
We're all the Joker. America is the Joker.
And as he's
'cause we're a
slowly making
joke.
his way towards the door, and I'm like, dude, shut up, get out. He was like, and then on his way out, he did the keep talking shit and see what happens. And at that point, like, the psychotic, toxically masculine caveman that lives in my brain turned on for a minute. And it was like, hit him with a beer bottle. Like that, just like psychotic, just like pure id turned on. That just like really badly wanted to choose violence.
I don't think
like,
that's not toxic masculinity, but still, I think
No. I mean, like, there's a self-preservation there. I just mean in that way that, like, all he said was keep talking shit and see what happens. And my brain went to the most like caveman batshit, like you know, like movie violence.
Yeah.
You know, Michael Keaton, like, you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. That's exactly where my brain went. And I was like, no, you're behind the bar. You're act like a grown up. So yeah, he got thrown out and he got permabanned.
That's awesome. So when are the wildest nights to go to just watch funny shit like that?
You know, that's the thing. Luckily,
because nothing ever happens Saturday.
Luckily, nothing like that happens that often.
Right.
Like the last time I had a situation like this, there was a domestic. There's like a domestic dispute, and
I can tell everybody else is like ready to leave, and you guys keep talking.
Sorry.
I know. I'm wrapping it up here in a second.
I'm sorry I took so long. I feel so bad, but I really.
I'm currently grading right now.
It's okay. I guess I'm wrapping up here, so it's cool.
Because it's going on 8:30. It is 8:30.
Is it 8?
Yeah.
But like there was like an argument between a couple that turned into like another group of people telling them to shut up, and then the wife of the couple that was arguing decided she wanted to fist fight everybody in that group, so she sprinted over, and then I had to break it up, and then another guy saw that there was like a physical altercation about to happen, so another guy from across the bar who knows the couple tried to get involved to like fight for their honor, and I'm like, everybody sit the fuck down, shut the fuck up, everyone's getting
You sounded like Adam Sandler in Uncut Gems when you said that. Shut the fuck up.
I didn't.
So that was
the biggest insult you could ever levy at me.
You don't like
that
Adam
movie?
Sandler?
I can't stand Adam
nuts.
Sandler.
You gotta watch that movie, man.
Listen,
That's
I
like the
know
coolest thing
Uncut.
ever.
I know Uncut Gems
It's
is
awesome.
great.
Have you seen it?
I'm not the whole way through. Not yet. I fell asleep watching it.
Hey, Devani. Oh,
that
you
movie had
fell
me
asleep.
so tensed up. Like,
What is God to you?
to keep it short,
yeah,
that
I
movie
know.
made me care about the outcome of an NBA game,
That was fun.
which is
that
a sport I don't watch.
All right. Well, we have a long ass episode here. So, speed round. Levi, where can all of you people find you?
They can find me on Twitter at Levi_bomb, and they can find me on Twitch at Mr_McFeely, all lowercase, underscore between the two words. Yeah.
You got a southern drawl there, son.
Mike, where can the lovely people
No, I'm
find you?
talking
Speed
fast.
round.
Find me on MikeRDurling45 on Instagram, Darthid415 on Twitter, and Mike Doling on Facebook. And, I forgot to mention this, Darthid the Illuminator on TikTok.
Yes, he's on the Tim Tam now.
Yeah.
Okay, you have just as much of a southern drawl as I do.
Yeah, boy.
Connor,
Mississippi.
where can the lovely people find you, sir?
Twitter, Depa Banana, Instagram, ConmanJFO, Facebook, I admin the Alliance of Star Wars Fanatics. We keep out all the crap of the fandom, and if you want a group to join where you can just talk Star Wars without having to worry about being called names or just being chased by complete strangers over your artistic choices or just opinions, join us.
I did not get chased off the internet in Tal Swift for my tattoo. Lexi, where can the lovely people find you, my friend?
Lexi Lion 98 on Twitter, and Acapella 98 on Instagram.
Travis, where can the lovely people find you?
They can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Travis Political, and on Twitch in like 15 minutes at BlackLeader439.
Yes. Sorry we ran over and into your stream, but like I said, we have a massive episode to make up for a gap in
I'm never
Campus
on
Life.
time.
We're on Italian time.
I love Mediterranean time.
Shut up, Mike. Goodbye.
Oh, I gotta do mine. I was waiting for Travis to hit me with the
Goodbye.
where.
So long.
Oh, where?
You guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at DarkJedi2552, and you can find the Nerd Academy podcast on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and on our website, www.thenerdacademypodcast.com, where if you're feeling generous, you can donate to our Patreon page. Speaking of our patrons, thank you to our $10 alumnus who hear this a week early, Casey Brion, The Waffle Wizard, Delta 9, and Zach Knaus. You guys help us make the content that we love to produce. Check out the $5 tier where you get access to the Knights of the Nerd Republic Versus series, the Nerd Academy Movie Club audio commentaries, and Heroic History 101. Check out the student store link on our website to go to our TeePublic, get all manner of Nerd Academy merch and goodies. Sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the things. And with that, get back to class.